Hi everyone, Antoinette here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about 4 things that introverts admire in extroverts. So if you are introverted, stay tuned and tell me if you agree. If you are extroverted, then you're definitely going to want to stay tuned to see what do introverts really admire about you. Now, many of you know that I am introverted, but I didn't want to just give you my own thoughts and opinions. So I decided to poll some fellow introverts. I asked introverts in a couple of Facebook groups that I belong to, I asked them, what is it that you secretly admire in extroverts? And I got over 100 answers. And most of these answers all boil down to 4 specific traits. The first thing that introverts admire in extroverts is the extroverts appear confident. Now, believe me, there are just as many confident introverts as extroverts in the world. However, extroverts, even when they're not confident on the inside, they all appear confident on the outside. They're able to walk into a room looking like they own the room. They're able to strike up a conversation with just about anybody. They're able to just pick up the phone on a whim and call people. They're able to ask people for directions. They seem bold and unafraid. They take risks. In fact, a couple of introverts said they actually admire the extrovert's ability to talk about things confidently that they really don't even know much about. In fact, some of them said they even talk about things that they know nothing about, but they do it in such a confident manner that others tend to accept it. Compare that to one introvert who said, I even start doubting myself even when I'm 100% sure of what I'm talking about. Compare that to the extrovert who talks about something that they know very little about with confidence. The second thing that introverts admire about extroverts is their energy. Introverts not only want those times alone or those times to be able to escape to a secure environment where we feel like we can recharge. We actually need that. We require that for our mental and our physical well-being. So it's easy to look at extroverts and actually admire their energy. The way they can just go on and on for hours and days, so many times in the public, needing very little time to themselves. I mean, you think about it. Nobody really wants to be tired, but those of us introverts who, when we are exposed to the public environment for too long and that sensory overload, we tend to then get tired. So we admire extroverts' ability to have that boundless energy. The third thing that introverts admire in extroverts is their ability to act rather than holding back and overthinking. Introverts are notorious overthinkers. We like to weigh everything before acting and before moving forward, and sometimes it's too late. Sometimes we get stuck in our thoughts. In fact, I have a video that talks about why introverts overthink. So it's not that we want to overthink, it's just that's the way that we're naturally wired. Extroverts don't overthink. Extroverts just do. They are out there acting in the world. They're making stuff happen. And if it works out, great. And if not, they're on to the next thing. One introvert told me, extroverts chase their dream even when it seems impossible. They don't seem to have doubts because they don't mind failing. And fourth, introverts admire the extrovert's ability to talk to anybody. Whether it's asking for directions from a stranger, whether it's calling somebody that they don't know on the phone, or whether it's keeping a conversation lively when it seems to be awkward. One introvert shared with me, I like how extroverts, their eyes sparkle when they talk to strangers. So it's not this dreaded thing when the extrovert even talks to a stranger, they're actually enjoying it. And as a result of this ease of conversation and because it seems so effortless, introverts admire the extrovert's ability to have lots of friends because making friendships are so easy for the extrovert. It doesn't seem like much work. And although many of the introverts who said they like certain things about extroverts commented, I admire these things, but I wouldn't want to be extroverted. And that's because it's not in our wiring. So we like who we are, but we do admire those of you who are extroverted, and we hope that you admire some things about us as introverts as well. If you have liked this video, I hope that you will share this with someone who is introverted, extroverted, or even an ambivert. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.